It's been a while since I've worked on any real project here at home. We've got a pressing need that needs to be taken care of. There's a few of them actually, but this one's coming up real quick. This is what I need to take care of right now. You hear that? Not those dogs out in the background you hear, but that goat. Hey Lula. Hey sweetheart. Look how big you're getting. I know. You look like you could take the head off a horse. One of those goats is gonna give birth here in a week or two. It's about 2 weeks. I need to get done now something so that by the time, so that we're not rushing to do it later, because a lot of stuff coming down the pipe later on, and afraid I'm not gonna have time to get it done. So I'm gonna make it a priority. Hey, yes, you're a good guard dog. You love being out here with your goats. I know you do. You take good care of them. My goodness, how much bigger is she gonna get? It's ridiculous. Whoa, you know better. Look at that, they didn't charge out the door. They just stopped. Hey, you don't jump. She's the pregnant one. You, not so much. You're just a pain right now. You're not providing us anything. You're not really either, but you're going to. So I'm going to try and build a milking stand so that we're ready when time comes to milk these ladies. Or at least this one. How many babies you got in there, huh? You gonna let me touch you? I'm sure glad you got shade over here. She's thinned out and lost some hair. You can see it over there on the ground. But you stay. Yeah, I'm doing much better. Lumber prices being what they are right now, I'm certainly grateful. Absolutely grateful to have some, scrap lumber from all those pallets we took apart. Let's go see what I got. Yeah, I'm gonna need a ladder. Way over there. Joy. Let's see what's up here. These, one's pretty warped. Couple straight ones in there. Pull a few of those out. Let's get together. Man, it's like 150 degrees up here. Those long ones along the back there. That's what I'll take. And then I've got plenty of these 1x6s for the platform. So long. Bends a lot more. That's good. Let's do it again. You can use all these pallet planks. I think for sturdiness, I'll use the thicker stuff. Well, no. It's not that much thicker, and this doesn't need to be the better looking wood for tables and projects like that. Nightstands, that kind of stuff. We'll use this for the decking. This is when I wish I had my. This is when I wish I still had my tractor. Loaned it to a buddy. Happy to do that. But in the meantime, it is what it is. Anyway, this is makes me appreciate it. So, these are a little bit thinner. Stick with the 1/2 inch, 3/4. It's too thin. It's too thin. Thick one. All right. I'm just gonna drop it, I guess. Yeah, it's breaking. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a few more just in case. I'm gonna save those for my next rabbit tractor, chicken tractor stuff. Slash even some of that would be even useful on a nightstand. Maybe not. Do I bring my tools out here? I could set up in the shade, or do I take all the lumber to the shop? It's debatable. I would need to drag an air compressor, nailer, and chop saw. I think I'm gonna bring my tools out here. Use the truck. Why not? The tool. Nice. This will about do it, I think. I'm just cutting up 2x4s and 1x6s. I admit, I kind of feel silly packing up the truck just to drive over to the barn and so I can work over there. But on the other hand, it's also a good feeling. Using my tools, you know what? Grab this. Might need this. Never know. I like that I'm able to use tools to accomplish slash make something. I realize it's not for everybody, but for me it's very fulfilling. I don't like the idea of stuff sitting around that's not used and usable, that's not being utilized. I don't like feeling slothful or wasteful. So sometimes I almost think I look for projects to do so that I can use stuff that I haven't used for a while. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It is what it is. Good or bad. We got the frame nailed together. Put a decking on it. I'm gonna run 2 posts straight up. Yeah, we'll get there. All right, so it's been a few days since we last worked on this thing. Time has passed. Hey, Lula. It's raining outside, so it might get a little noisy with the rain on the roof, but we gotta get this done. There's a little bit of a problem we've got with the framing here. Since I'm using used wood, it's a little bit twisted. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that yet. I haven't decided if I just, it's not real bad, but so I'm kind of thinking of just putting the deck and putting the rest of this together and letting it kind of settle into, hoping that it'll settle straight. A couple of the 2x4s are twisted. But yeah, that's no good for what I need it to do. So I'm just gonna redo the whole frame. I don't want to deal with that kind of a, it doesn't feel good to have that much twist in it, and well, whatever. I've got a spare pallet. I'm gonna break it down and grab some 2x4s off of it that are straight. They're not twisted up and everything. It's unfortunate, you know, I broke down all that wood and with plans to use it, but a lot of these really long ones, got this other long one here, and they're just twisted, warped. And I kept them dry, but I don't know. You win some, you lose some. So we'll break this one down, we'll build a new frame and go from there. Poor dog. Sophie's hiding under the truck. She don't much care for the noise. The nail gun sure does make quick work. A little unnerving how much power they have in this stupid thing. Enough. Much better. All right, so another thing that I'm gonna do different that I didn't do the first time. You'll see so I did 4 legs. Obviously I did 4 legs. Well, you can see how I did the legs there. I'm gonna do the legs different. On the back side of it, I'll put 2 standard legs, but on the front side of it, I'm gonna use, since I've gotta do, I'm gonna use the leg, I'm gonna have the legs come up through all the way up. I've measured it out, so they'll be about like 18 inches, 24 inches above the deck of the stanchion, or whatever it's called, above the deck. So I should have done that on the first go around, and then realized that after I had cut the legs, oh, I forgot I was gonna do that. So another good reason to redo it. It's gonna be a better design. Sure is a lot easier using a nailer than a screw gun, but I do have some concerns about the nails not holding as well over the long term. And if I mess up, you can't just pull the screw out and redo something. You know, those nails are a pain in the butt, so. Much better. Good stability. We'll put some decking on, and then I'll finish these uppers. Coming along. So the 2x4s, I've been using these 2 3/8 galvanized. That's way too long. Way too much nail for the decking. So I'm gonna go see if I've got something shorter. I can't remember. I don't think I've got any others. 2-inch 16 gauge. None of these are, I mean, those would work. It's probably all I need for the decking. That'll probably work. I know it's not a lot shorter, but that's cheaper than those big long ones. All right, so that's probably not a good idea. Let me show you to use these. They're just not very substantial. These are 2 inches. And I think I can get away with enough depth out of that to hold them down longer than I could. I don't know what I was thinking. These are 1.25 inches. Look at the difference there. If I put that through, it only gives me maybe 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 depth into that base of that, and I just don't feel like that's strong enough. I want something like that, just don't need that much length on it. Maybe 1/2 inch shorter would be perfect. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got some screws that are probably the right length. I might go back and grab those and screw the decking down. Another thing I'm contemplating is it'd be really cool just to slap these on here like this, screw them all down, and then come back with a saw and trim off the edges. Or move them all, you know, line them up like this so that they're lined up. I'm gonna have probably an inch overhang, and then just go down that side and cut one whole side off. Or just get the measurement that I need and take them over here to the chop saw and cut them all here, and then put them on. I get caught up in these moments of anxiety trying to figure out what's the best way to go forward with this when I should just do something. It's a minuscule amount of time that really doesn't matter a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. But I've been sitting here, I don't want to say frozen with anxiety, but kind of stuck with the anxiety of, oh, if I do it that way, what about this? What about that? And I need to just stop worrying about it and just do something. So I'm gonna measure, take them over to the chop saw and chop them all. And then we'll screw them down. We're gonna use screws. So yeah, I mean, off camera, I probably spent 15 minutes thinking about how I was gonna cut those things. And I just, as soon as I just cut them, look how long it took. Quick. Yeah, these ones are thinner, these pretty ones. Let me grab some more of these thicker ones. Grab those. So I just got to get better at being, I suppose sometimes it is important to stop and think, and you certainly want to do things right. I'm not talking about doing wrong versus right, but sometimes you're splitting hairs, so that's what I'm trying to work through and get over about myself. So let me show you the screws I'm going to use. These are some screws that I have had, that I've had for a long time, and I bought them years and years and years and years ago, back before a newer style of screw became really popular, at least as far as I was aware. So these are your traditional Phillips head screws. And as you can see, I've got a whole bucket full. I hate them. Once I found out about these Torx bit heads, I think they're Torx, yeah. I started using these things. So much easier, so much better, more reliable. I switched over and never looked back, and I found these sitting on the shelf in there, and they're the right size for what I want. 1 5/8 inches. I'm gonna use them. I hate them. This is just a dumb milking stand for goats. Good time to get rid of them. So use the Torx ones on more important projects and get rid of these. And I've got a long way to go to get rid of them, but I don't know why I've got Torx head ones mixed in there with them. I didn't realize there were so many in there. But these are in there for no good reason. We'll wear it down. Yeah, already twisted the head right off of that piece of junk. So, got the first part of this established, sandwiched in here between these, and then this is going to be, I haven't secured it in yet, but this is going to be the one that slides. and closes, and then I'll trim it down to the height that I want once I know how tall it needs to be for the goats. I'm pretty sure this is the height I need. I went over there and kind of did some rough measurements of the goats, but yeah, we'll get one up here on the stand when it's ready, and I'll secure it. I'll take some measurements then and know where I need to cut. Goats' heads are about 5 inches wide at the eyes. Don't think that's gonna be enough to get this bolt through. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I bought these bolts for the bunk beds I made. And I didn't end up using them all. Kind of extra, I guess. And that fits perfectly. I'll tighten it up a little more. It's got enough slack in it. Oh, and once I get that top cross member, so I'll take this. I'll probably have to, oh, and then I've got another one over there. Yeah, so I'll cut those up, get those across. I'll take that play out of it, and it'll just be just right. There it is. Attached a couple screws. Got this top brace there. This slides where I think I want it. I'm just gonna build a little ramp. And I think I got just the thing for that ramp. Without too much effort, hopefully. There we go. Much better. Oh, you dumb goat. Not back there. Why would you choose to screw a tight spot like that? There. I think that's gonna work. It's quite the relief for me to get this far. I've stressed over building this thing for a while now, and I don't even know why I've stressed about it. Just wanted to get it right, do a half decent job, and I tend to overthink things and let that anxiety keep me from just getting started. Anyway, still got some work to do. I think I'm gonna cut these off right around here, maybe notch the. I've got to figure out some mechanism to secure this, but did you finish all that already? Dang, girl. And then we still got to work on getting her used to climbing up this thing. I don't think will be too much trouble. Yeah, I know. That works pretty good. All right. Goats don't respond to. Let's see if she'll come down. There you go. Come on. Come on. You're done. You gotta come inside. So I need to get some way of tying the goats up to the walls in here. And some way of securing the stanchion thing. There you go. Tell you what, these things will try your patience more than any other animal that I've dealt with. Stubborn, aren't you? All right, we'll call it a success.